Look at the answer choices first. As always, what are they? They're verbs here. So as always, when we have verbs in the choices, you got to think first about singulars and plurals. Can you classify these as singular, plural? Choice A is plural. Choice B is singular. Choice C is singular. Choice D is singular. It's almost certainly A, because of the 3 versus 1 strategy that we use for the subject-verb agreement questions. So I would love to prove it, right? Because what this basically means is there's probably a plural subject that I need, along with tons of singular fake subjects that they're trying to trick me with. So this is why I don't want to go to the sentence first, is I don't want to get distracted by the fake subjects that I know are going to be there. I'd rather just kind of know what I'm looking for right away. And then when I read, I'm kind of more in tune trying to find it. So let's see. We would read this part here because the first sentence isn't going to affect the second in terms of subjects and verbs. So here we go. So shrewd an observer is Shanagan, a lady in waiting to Empress Tishi, that her book's musings on 10th century Japanese courtly life fascinate readers 1,000 years later. Oof! Well, it's plural, and I know so is musings. The musings fascinate readers 1,000 years later. What else could we think it is? It's definitely possible that we think it's like life. That's a singular thing. Book is also singular. The S there for book is just there for the apostrophe, right, to make it possessive. But we're not talking about the book fascinating readers. We could have said that, but that's just not grammatically what's going on there. The book is not acting really as a noun. It's acting more like an adjective. It's descriptive of the musings. So that works. And then we have the 2 people. Both of them are singular, right? So that could have distracted us as well. We could have just said that Shanagan is, or if Shanagan fascinates readers 1,000 years later. We could have said Empress Tishi fascinates readers 1,000 years later. There's a million versions of this sentence where other things that we're talking about would have been the subject of the sentence, the actual grammatical thing that we're talking about. But not here, not the sentence we're given. And so being able to find the right subject is definitely important. But this particular strategy is so reliable that it's, for most people, going to be enough. And use it. And then see if they try to break the rule in some weird way. Hopefully you're aware enough of how subject-verb agreement works that you can adjust. But, in a pinch, trust the strategy. It's been pretty consistent throughout the entire time the digital SAT has been available. This 3 versus 1 thing tends to work. My main advice then to use it effectively is to make sure that you can, just as quickly as I did, identify which verbs are singular and which are plural. You should watch my lesson on verb agreement in order to get some more advice on that.